Hello everybody, this is the top 9 most purchased colognes on Amazon. I purchased them all so you do not have to. Quick little rule here, these are the eau de toilette. This is not eau de parfums, this is not parfums, this is the EDTs. Why is it number 9 as well? Because once you start going down the list, it's the same colognes but in different measurements. So instead of the 3.4, it's the 1.7. So I had top 9 because they all just started repeating. Let's just get into it. Number 1, Nautica Blue. Actually, number 9. This is from worst to best, or from least to most. Y'all need to stop it. Stop it. I just did a video, done like 3 different. It smells like a broke college kid who just spent all night drinking Natty Light on the notes. I don't know why people keep buying this and buying it as much as they do. To me, this does not have any redemption to it. It's more than just a generic blues fragrance. It's a gross blues fragrance. If you want to hear more of my opinions, go watch another one of my videos where I smash it. Not literally smash it. Number 8, Dior Saage. A little surprised that this came in as 8, but I think people go to Amazon looking for like good deals, and this guy on Amazon right now is listed at $150. So there's better places to get it, and the EDT version is not as good as the EDP version. Yeah, Dior Saage it's good. It's woodsy, but it's also hits you with a little bit of that citrus up front. It's clean, but it's also not. You can't get it confused with like a body wash. Like, you know someone's wearing a cologne. You know someone's wearing a cologne. It's not, oh, your body wash is nice, you just get out of the shower. No, you can tell it's a cologne. The worst part about Sauvage is, since it's so popular and everybody has it, you're gonna smell just like everybody else. And if you're getting this to try to win a girl over, you don't want a very high possibility that her ex-boyfriend or her ex-husband wore this. So you don't want to be smelling like them. But perfectly fine. Inoffensive scent is a good scent, and I think what really helps is that it's not developed or deep enough to where you could wear it all year round. So, to each his own. Number 7, Dolce & Gabbana's Light Blue. This fragrance has been around for a minute. It is sort of the fragrance, I think, that got a lot of people into fragrances. This is sort of their first fragrance and first designer fragrance. It's expensive. It's not like some of these other ones, these clones or anything. This is original. Super powdery, sugary, floral. You wear this when you want to show your sensitive side. This is not a rugged, masculine fragrance. This is a rich man walking in. This is not a rich woman, because this could be both. This is a rich scent walking into a room. It's confident. It's spring. It's summer. It's beautiful weather. It's a very pleasant fragrance, and I like it. It's a bit of a polarizing fragrance. People say it's too sharp. Maybe they're just getting too much of that alcohol right at the beginning. It does take a little bit for it to evaporate and for you to be able to move on. But it's a good fragrance. That's a good fragrance. So 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Gotcha. Next one. This is called Go Porter Hol. So go for him. This is a cologne made in the USA. Very rare to find fragrances made in the USA. Usually France, United Emirates, those kind of places, not in the USA. This is number 6, and this is a incredible copy of Acqua di Gio. I say copy. On the box it says our version inspired by whatever. No, this is a very, very accurate clone of Acqua di Gio's Porter Hol Eau de Toilette. Oh gosh. It is, You get those sea notes in there, the saltiness of the sea. You feel like you're on the beach. It's a vacation cologne, but also it's this beautiful, unapologetic. It's summer, it's spring. I'm gonna walk in, I'm gonna smell fresh, I'm gonna smell clean, I'm gonna smell confident. It's really, really good. The dry down is ever so slightly different from Acqua di Gio, but Acqua di Gio for $60 or more, and this for $10, it's a no-brainer. I really, really like this, and I think it's one of the best colognes out there. But Acqua di Gio is not necessarily like, you don't necessarily need to cologne it because it's not that expensive. Up next, Acqua di Gio. This is number 5 of the most purchased eau de toilette colognes on Amazon. This was my scent that I rocked through graduate school. It has, I think, 27 different notes in it. 16, I think, alone as top notes. It has this patented sea notes or aquatic notes, where it takes you to the beach. Then you have all of these birch wood and these different woods coming in. You have patchouli as a huge base note. Then you have, just this sort of evolution from sweet and salty and summertime down to the base notes, which just dries down to woody and masculine. It takes you on a journey. It really does. Again, the biggest downfall with Acqua di Gio is like white men like Dior Saage, which you already talked about. Such a popular scent that you run the risk of not being original, and you run the risk of wearing the same thing that someone's ex wore, and that's just no good. But I do think that they're coming back, that it's been gone enough to where people aren't wearing this with the same frequency, because this is the number 1 most sold cologne of all time, ever. This is number 1, so very, very good, highly recommended. But if you do want to buy it, the Parfum, which is new, I might wait till it comes down a little bit, but the Parfum is much better. The Eau de Parfum, not as good. I go with the Parfum. Next, I'm gonna cheat a little bit. Club de Nuit Armaf. This is why I'm cheating, is because this is the Parfum, not the EDT. The EDT is good, the Parfum is better, but since I don't really like this cologne that much, I didn't feel like getting the EDT. So this is the clone of Creed Aventus. It is the craziest, highest projecting, longest lasting, greatest performance colognes that I have in my entire collection. You spray this on, you will have to wash it off of you before it goes away. It will stay on you all day, and it projects like a mother. It hits you right up front. If you've never smoked Club de Nuit or Aventus, it hits you right up front with pineapple, sweetness, citrus, lemon maybe, and some of the clones use lemon, and then just a super smokiness, and that's pretty much it. I mean, the dried down, you get a little bit more evolution there, but the majority of it, pineapple and smoke, and a little bit goes a long way with this guy. And I've noticed that men like this fragrance a lot, maybe not so much women, but men love this fragrance. I saw videos of like best fragrances for truckers or delivery people. This is always like number 1, so it's number 1 for a reason. And EDT is probably $30, so very affordable. Parfum's better, but that's limited edition, so I don't know if you can get it now, but it's good. All right, number 3, Versace Eros. So this is the first Versace, Versace Eros. This is your clubbing party cologne. This is the fragrance you put on when you're going to a rave, going for a night out. It's super sweet up front. It hits you so heavy with citrus and just kind of a sickening sweetness to it. It's good. It's another one of those performance monsters that just lasts forever. You usually have to wash it off before it ever wears out. It definitely fits the mood of partying. I wouldn't wear this as an office scent. I wouldn't wear this as even a date night. If it's gonna be like at a nicer restaurant, I wouldn't wear. You're gonna stand out. I'm allergic to it, so I don't wear it. Period. But it's a very good fragrance. Number 2. Its brother, its cousin, its sister, some family member, the Dreamer. I don't know where this came from because this fragrance has been around for a long time. I don't know why it's so popular all of a sudden. I don't know if maybe someone made a video on it and then a bunch of people went and bought it. $37 gets you a designer fragrance, and a good designer fragrance. It's not my favorite fragrance, but it's also not bad. It's not a showstopper. Walk into a room and everyone goes, who just walked in? That's Eros. That's Club de Nuit. That's maybe Sauvage. This is not that. This is a subtle office fragrance. This is a floral arrangement. It's soft, it's subtle, it has some woodsiness to it, some earthiness components, some plant, maybe not, it's definitely not lavender, but some sort of floral arrangement. I wish I could pick that up. It's something that I'm not too familiar with, like violet or something like that. So it definitely has feminine components, and I think that's probably why it's so popular, because I could see why women would really like this. But yeah, this is your office fragrance. This is your mild fragrance. This is something you could wear all day and probably all year round. So I really like it. All right, number 1, numero uno. Any guesses? It's the fragrance that drives me crazy. Number 1, and not in a good way. Nautica Voyage. Over and over again. Let me just say, to even be on this list, we're not talking about 10 sales a month. We're not talking about 50 sales, 100 sales. We're talking about thousands of sales. This fragrance, thousands of sales. And I think most people get it on Amazon, so that's probably why. Whereas a lot of people will go to other cologne stores, fragrance stores to get these. But a lot of people will basically go to Amazon to get this, probably have it on reorder. Number 1. I always say on a lot of my stuff, number 1 for a reason, king for a reason. I don't understand the reason for it. It's cheap and it's not horrible. Right off the top, you have some perfume going on, some aquatic notes, some blue notes, some fruitiness to it, maybe citrus, maybe almost smells like a melon almost. And then the dry down, you have a little bit more of that bitterness and a little bit of that woodsiness for a clean, super clean fragrance. People like it because it's cheap. People like it because it's not offensive. It's not a divisive. Frag heads or people who are really into fragrances, they don't like that because it's just so generic. There's nothing special about it. There's nothing really unique or interesting about it, but it's cheap, and chances are whoever you're going to give it to is going to like it. So that's why it's number 1. So 9, Nautica Blue. 8, Sauvage. 7, you have Light Blue by Dolce and Gabbana. 6, you have the clone of Acqua di Gio. I highly recommend it. 5, you have Acqua di Gio itself, Porter Hol. 4, you have Club de Nuit, the Eau de Toilette version, but the Acqua di Gio and the Club de Nuit, the parfums, even I'll say the parfums are much better. Number 3, Versace Eros. The Eau de Parfum is better than the Eau de Toilette. Versace, the Dreamer. I don't know if this is even available in Eau de Parfum, but I don't know why it's so popular all of a sudden, but it is. And then number 1, Nautica Voyage. Last place Nautica, first place Nautica. Thank you everybody for joining me. This has been the top 9 most purchased Amazon